Ladies and gentlemen, after a very long break, we are back. It wasn't that long, I think, but I know you have missed us, but we are back. We are back and we are champions, guys. We are the champions. We're back and we're interviewing a champion today because when you're a champion, you have to convene with fellow champions. Champions, guys. We even changed our setup today. Today we have something beyond amazing. Today we are joined by the current Poetry Slam Africa champion, Timo GK.
Yeah.
Guys, let me tell you something about Timo GK. Yeah? The last Poetry Slam Africa, it was grand. It was grand. It was amazing, guys. It was so entertaining. Watching Timo's performance, I was just like my ribs were hurting because of so much joy and so much laughter. And today I am so honored and very, 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 very excited to be talking to Timo GK. Karibu sana.
Yeah. Hola.
Karibu sana. So, I like starting with people's names. Timo GK. How did you settle on going by Timo GK? Where did Timo GK come from?
So, I don't really telling it. Natanganga tu ikuwe mysterious yani. But first of all, but the most obvious thing, Timo ni Timothy, but I've never liked that. Every time I say so it's Timo. I even tried kuitumia kwa official documents but tu wanakata. So it's Timo for that. And then now for GK, it's the initials for my parents' name. For the both of them. Okay. So it's Gadoni and K, Kifanya, Makibanya or something. So yeah, Timo and me and then from where I came from. So it's me and my sauce. That's basically.
I like it. It's very original. It's very, very you. It's not just some label. No. Let's talk about your poetry journey. What was your first interaction with poetry?
So first of all, I've been writing since class 1. Toka nifunzo kuandika.
You've been writing poetry?
No,
or just writing? Okay. Literature.
No. Just yeah. So nimekuwa nikiandika poetry. Nilianza kuandika. Kuna poem fulani hii siwezi sahau. Yenye ilini inspire. Ilikuwa inaitwa Paranoia. The first time nikiingia high school form 1. Ilikuwa inaitwa that and then nikaunda poem after that. Hiyo ilikuwa form 1. So nilikuwa naandika napelekea mwalimu na mark and stuff. And here we are. But kuingia I've been writing since that time. But toka kuingia sasa after hapo nilianza kuperform. Kuandika yenye ni spoken word hiyo ilikuwa page poetry. Now for writing hii spoken word stage ni toka when was it? Around 2016.
Do you remember the first stage you performed at? What was the first stage?
Ilikuwa Moi uni and then kulikuwa na show fulani imepangwa huko hivyo Eldoret. So ndo mimi hiyo nikajichocha. Nilikuwa nimepeleka msee nikaona watu wakiperform that a week earlier. Then nikaona zile vitu watafanya. I was like, oh man, I can't do shit naweza. So nikajichallenge and then nikaandika. But iko venye nilikuwa na expect.
The first performance is always
it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
All right, let's talk about your journey to Grand Poetry Slam Africa. How did you hear about it? How were your submissions? How did you go through because I know there are 3 preliminary stages. So just tell us about your journey towards being the champion. So
hiyo nilifanya hii time yenye nilishinda actually ilikuwa the second time niliparticipate. Nilikuwa nimeenda ingine ilikuwa ya 2018 if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And then it happened in 2019. So nilisikilia online, and you know, like when you have these connections, when you know these people, like those people wenye unafuata online, itakuleteanga zile interest zenye mko nazo in common.
Yes, you get into a certain algorithm, so you start seeing more poets, more art. Yeah.
So even ndo nilionea online, and then nikafanya. Saturday imefika sasa, siku ya show imefika. I've nimetake like 4 days kuandika hizo stuff. Then kufika pale tume nice. And then from like the first round,
you managed to get the 3 pieces.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, nice.
See, I told you like nilikuwa najua mimi ni mnoma. I got them. Nikazikram so nilikuwa nazo already. And then kufika hiyo siku ndo sisi how tumeperform tumeanza. And then by the second piece I was like nikiingia hii piece ya tatu, yes my piece zilikuwa normal, but siku nimeipa venye nilikuwa nafaa, like siku nimeipa my all. By second round ilikuwa like nikipita round ya tatu thanks kwa judge ndo huyo nimepita round ya pili na nimeingia round ya tatu sasa. But now nisha perform all the good pieces I'd written. So ile piece nimeacha nayo nilikuwa nimeianza on Thursday. But then on the same day nilikuwa na travel. Juu nilikuwa Nyeri.
Oh no.
So unaona? So I had niliandika hata nilikafikisha nusu na nikaachia hapo. But then sasa kuenda like nikiacha kuandika normally for me I can't pick it up like later. So nimalize. So nimalize. So sijamaliza the whole piece. Friday nimeikram mbio nimeshika. But now I had to add little something ya kukaa imeisha. So hiyo ndo the weakest piece na ndo nina perform third round. It still went through, but bado ilinipunguzia nini zangu juu si I was like nilikuwa nimefika the first verse niko like oh man. Nimeharibu venye ile nishachoka. Ndo hiyo imeisha nikakuwa like nilikuwa number 4.
Oh, well, that's pretty good for the first try. That was very, very good.
Banana, it was.
Considering that you didn't even have enough time to prepare and you had an incomplete piece, that was a very good try.
And then now yenye saa tulikuja ndo mimi like nimekaa online nikaiona. Actually niliona almost 2 days to the deadline ya mwisho. So nimesubmit zile piece like this time round niko na piece nakuwa na pieces kwa phone like any normally for any artist. So niko na kadhaa nikatuma hizo submissions na nikaingia. So hii like mimi hata nikiingia ile poster niliweka nayo nikipenya kwa hizo rounds like hiyo nini ya kwanza ile comment niliweka nayo online na hii ni mara ya mwisho ninajaribu. I'm not going to do it again. Okay, but at the same time I was so well prepared, but I'd taken like 2-3 weeks. Niko najua like niko na pieces 3 already. So niko nimebakisha ingine moja sikuwa sure ni ya nini. But niko najua hiyo ndo niko ndafaa like ni kill it my all. Hizi zingine niko like zilikuwa deep kidogo. But sasa ninataka kitu ya audience. Then kulikuwa na nursery time imekuwa stuck kwa kichwa for the longest time even before that. Ndio ilikuwa 1 2 3 4 something like that. Ndio. So tumeenda pale hivyo first round like people brought their all like wale wase walikuwa number 4.
Yes. It was amazing. The contestants were just
alafu ujue already before the show tulikuwa tuko like 30 before toka asubuhi tulikuwa huko toka asubuhi like preliminaries zilikuwa held on that day. You know, and then the first round tumeenda tukaingia wenye tulipenya the 10 of us. People brought their all kwa first round. Nilikuwa huko kwa behind the like inatangwa aje behind the scenes ndio backstage. Nasikia like have a very good piece. Na siko nataka kuifanya yet. But these people when you wameweka hii bar iko so high. That's why kuiharibu. So nimeenda hapo and the moment like sijui wacha waseme ni sifai kuwa humble. I'm not being humble.
No, you're a champion.
So the first moment niliingia hapo hivyo stage nikafanya. By the time nilikuwa naanza kuperform your piece I was like oh man you stuff niko comfort zone like need to take it. And voila.
And here we are.
And voila.
Nice. That's an incredible story. So for other people who are planning to participate or compete, what word of encouragement would you give them towards like now the next Grand Slam?
I don't like encouragement and motivation like they like inafanyanga mse lose like ukue ukue illuded kiasi about venye mambo iko, maybe mambo inakaa rahisi kiasi. First of all, si rahisi. First of all, you have to write. Like lazima uandike.
Okay, that's really cool. So let's talk about hobbies finally. You listen to a lot of music, we've established that. Are there any other hobbies that you have that add into the writing or the poetry, or any other form that you interact with?
Hobbies. I read, like I love books. Like I love books. Also, on this point, like msee if unadai kuandika, si believe unaweza kuwa any good if unaandika tu from your own thoughts. You must read bana. If unataka ku express yourself better, lazima uone venye wase wengine wameji-express. Maybe usiende kusema kitu imeishi kusema and then unakaa hapo hivyo ujaijua. So you have to read, like add your thought yako and the depth of your ideas itakuwa more broad and stuff, unaweza handle more specific things in a detailed manner. So I love reading, I love books.
Okay, that's really cool. Thank you so much for joining us on the Array Shairi Podcast, the champions, and now we get to enjoy a performance from the current Poetry Slam Africa champion, Timo GK himself.
Mbili ziambatanazo, Chanda na Pete, Shada na Paranoia, con artist na hepa lenoya, kukon artist na kupeana exposure, maji na uhai, pyramid schemes na ulagai, narcissist dreams na kujidai, 3P suits na tie, tailors na hadi za uongo, interviewers na unajiona wapi after Mungo, matatu overloaded na makarau kula hongo, blind kingdoms na wafalme chongo, psychiatrists na ubongo, mad discounts na customers kupiga mlolongo. Mbili ziambatanazo, heart na beats, broken condoms na dead beats, broken hearts na pizza zifit, daily drinking officers na kutoa lock, German shepherds na all back no talk, carnivore shepherds na kukula flock, denial na watoi bigote nje ya wedlock, justice na detention, quarantine ICU na tension, face mask na maskio, kuface task na kujikakamua, kutake bask na vitamin D, vitamin soldiers na kupambana na ugaidi. Mbili ziambatanazo, lost attention na blank stares, sleep na nightmares, adrenaline rush na kupewa dare, change na hali ya anga, kusahau change na makanga, boiling rage na hali ya anga, burning sage na kufukuza majanga, kamote na waganga, kujijua na kujipanga, watemakuni na mapanga, deforestation na accidents, lami na accidents, kutamak na kukosa kazi, famine na kiangazi. Mbili ziambatanazo, rappers na kutupa shade, oasis na kutupa shades, sin na shadows, light na darkness, beauty na blackness, cupid na mishale, tobacco addicts na mangale, empty sufurias na minyo hungry kulia, mitungi imejaa na hali ya kutulia, kidungi blunt na nyama uwezi jikatia, kuiva videdli na uwezi jikatia, kuitika ukiito na majina hujajipatia, suffering na kujikaza kisabuni, martyrs na hope za Zayuni. Mbili ziambatanazo, siku ya nyani kufa na miti kuteleza, unavoidable fate na wish the universe kutekeleza, drowning men na vilio za kudekeza, ulevi na kujilegeza, attraction na side za kupendeza, kujiangalia kwa kioo na kuona zimwi, kutojipin kondiko na kuwahi ukimwi, disgust na kutema mate, KPLC na disconnections, introverts na kudisconnections, connections na networks, kujua kuvua samaki na kuona how the networks, 1000-mile journey na footworks, kando na wax. Mbili ziambatanazo, woga na vitisho, mwanzo na mwisho. Don't cry anymore. Your tears zimesoak the dry grounds we walk on. A castaway seed did shoot, and as you cry did it grow on. The earth did to face hard on, but watered by Esther's tears the ground cracked. Now life is coming forth, so cry no more. In many a silent night, pillows ilima for your screams. You stared into the abyss, and as it seems, ili talk back. Ukawishi jani zingine uzi walk back. Maneno ingine we take back. Decisions zingine uzi rush back. Watu wengine wasiku stab back. Bed sheet soaked sweat night after night. Every night your dream job ilikupe nightmares. You achieved your goals na bado ilikania blank future una stare. You are holistic na bado ulifeel unadai repair. Spirit and body divorced, ulifaa kuzirepair. You are alone and could only do so much. In the process, you can lose touch with that inner self. An outcast, cast away out solo. It was cold outside in your sorrow, with no jacket and no one to hold you. Your cheeks were freezing. Dimples held in position, showing how far you could smile. Yesterday was no time to smile. Jana we fought. Ulipigania what you loved. Roho kwa battleground. The same heart was your Achilles heel. You had your heart broken, self-image shattered. Sa akili high heel. You judge books by their covers with those blank stares you steal. Yesterday's love was blind. Windows to your soul closed so tightly no one could see through. So you cried to summon your spirit back. You cried for light to shine on your heavy hero. You cried not knowing what else to do. Nilisimama by your side. Forgive me. My shoulder ilikuwa far for you to lean on. Niliblow off your candle ili your light demon. Ulikata nenja ukujua. Kando yako ni mage demon. Niliansil maombi yako before you block you on a ceiling then kushred you on a fan. I know you have suffered. I know you suffer. You are strong and don't know how to show it. With a firefly heart in darkness and don't know how to glow it. With a budding seed of rejuvenation and don't know how to grow it. The ground we stand on was scorched. You cried a river where earth was touched. These riverbanks have green pastures we will never want. So cry no more. And if this river dies, if this green pasture dies, I will still stand by your side, close enough for you to get a shoulder to lean on. So dada, cry no more.